How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. You do not have much time. We have a big event happening within the next week, which I want to talk about because it will change this cryptocurrency. It's Ethereum. The ETFs are supposed to launch within a week. There's some interesting news coming out about that. Let's talk about that, along with some Bitcoin news as well, going through some of the inflows, some of the other news in the market, including Joe Biden possibly dropping out. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this one. While you're down there, there's a link to Margex where you can trade cryptocurrency. You can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum. You can use all different forms of collateral. So you can use, on a Ethereum chart, you can use Solana as collateral. You can use Ethereum. You can use USDT. You can use Bitcoin. You can use Caspa. You can use all different kinds of cryptocurrencies, which is pretty awesome. So gives you a lot of flexibility that a lot of other exchanges don't allow. They also have an airdrop going on right now where you can get up to $5,000 for free. Also linked to CoinW with an airdrop there as well. You can get some ton token. And if you just want the old USDT airdrop, there's a link to WEEX underneath the video. WEEX is pretty cool. They have over 350 different cryptos that you can trade. And they have 1,000 Bitcoin insurance fund that's kind of for security purposes with the exchange. And they're airdropping WXT tokens, which is their new exchange token. It's brand new. So if you want to check that out, there's a link to that underneath the video as well. Now, let's start here. Bitcoin ETF flows from yesterday. Pretty good volume day. Overall, though, we had 54 million coming out of GBTC, which was a pretty big outflow for them recently. BlackRock saved the day with 110 million. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Right? Bitwise had a small outflow. Fidelity had a small inflow. And overall, there was a net $53 million day. So not bad. I mean, still $53 million, 818 Bitcoin. That's almost twice the daily issuance from the miners. Still a pretty good day. Not as good as the days before, though, because we had a $400 million day, a $300 million day, a $300 million day before that. But overall, you can't complain if there are inflows. Grayscale is leaving ETHI, their fee at 2.5%. As I tweeted earlier, they are divesting 10% of the shares into ETH right around launch, which is their mini fund. I think they call it a mini fund. And it's somewhere between 0.15 and 0.25. I've seen both those numbers thrown around. This is disappointing again. They did the same thing with GBTC, and what happened? Well, we saw massive outflows. And at the end of the day, a lot of that money does come back into a different ETF product with a lower fee. But some people just sell and take it out of the crypto market completely. Now, why do they do this? Why are they keeping the fee at such a high rate? Because keep in mind, this is much higher than any really any other exchange traded product, any other ETFs. This is not normal to have a 2.5% fee. I mean, for reference, Vanguard's fees are often around 0.04%, 0.02%, 0.03%. And same thing with Fidelity and some other general market products. And maybe this should be a little bit higher because there's a little bit more risk with securing these assets versus, just buying Google, Apple, that kind of stuff automatically, like an automated process to do it. But 2.5% is very high. Why are they doing this? Well, this is a cash cow for them. They have $10 billion in AUM right now. So that's $250 million a year, $20 million a month, $666,000 a day that they're making from their second biggest product. Now, I'm not sure how big GBTC is. They might be making more from this, honestly. But right now, it's hard to get exposure via some other product. But when there are other Ethereum trusts or ETFs that are charging 0.25%, well, people will move over there. So there will be large outflows from here. Could cause some downwards pressure on Ethereum. Right now, Ethereum's price is around $3,450. It's up from the $2,800 it was recently. It's down from the $4,100 that it was recently too. Actually, this chart looks very similar to Bitcoin's chart, where we have a slightly lower high. We have pretty much a double bottom here. Let's go over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin obviously had a lower low here, but downwards peaks here. And we're kind of in the midpoint of this range, just like we are over here on Ethereum at the midpoint of this range. So just be ready. There's 1 week left, about 1 week before people think that these are going to start trading. And yeah, there may be some pretty large outflows. From Ethereum, which could cause the price to go down, could cause a little bit of fear in the market. But I do think investors will want exposure to this, especially if you look at hedge funds that want like huge alpha. There's probably more upside in this bull run to Ethereum at these prices. Keep in mind, Bitcoin's around all-time highs. Ethereum's still down 20%, 30% from its all-time high. And typically when liquidity's high, Ethereum does a little bit better. That's what we've seen in the past. Now, I think there's extra risks with Ethereum. There are other cryptocurrencies that do what Ethereum does, but they do it faster, cheaper, that kind of thing. So I'm not saying to go invest in Ethereum, but maybe there's some decent times to buy in if there are large outflows. And maybe this is the time where you want to take it and say, hey, I did pretty well on Ethereum. Maybe I want to divest into something else. Maybe I want to take some profits into Bitcoin, or maybe I want to go into something like Solana because it won't have the selling pressure. I'm not sure what you want to do, but you don't have much time to do it, to be clear. $7 trillion world's largest bank, ICBC, says Bitcoin is better than gold. This is in China, to be clear. So are you paying attention? Right? Chinese banks are talking about Bitcoin, talk about it very positively. And yeah, it's only a matter of time, it seems like, before China goes full on bullish on Bitcoin. Maybe they don't want to be so outward about it, so obvious about it, but it seems like they're opening the doors to companies selling their products, allowing exchanges to come in, allowing Hong Kong to start trading Bitcoin ETFs. Seems like it's only a matter of time. And Trump said recently, like, hey, we want this done in America. We want to be on it before China's on it, basically. That's how he said it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next year with China being in Bitcoin. A little bit of an update on Biden. Biden said earlier today he would drop out of the presidential race if a medical condition was diagnosed by doctors. Just a few minutes ago, or a few hours later, actually, like 3 or 4 hours later, he was diagnosed with COVID-19. So some people are saying that they're trying to get him out. Also, it sounds like the donor cash is drying up. Like they're seeing very small amounts of donations compared to Trump, which has had probably some of the best donations days after that shooting. So yeah, I would not be surprised to see Biden drop out in the next few weeks. Should be interesting to watch, though. If you want to see Donald Trump at Bitcoin Nashville, some of the tickets are already sold out, like the after party tickets already sold out. So if you want the festival pass, which is the kind of the entry level, you can use the code underneath the video to get 10% off. You can get 21% off by using Bitcoin. I think you can stack those. And yeah, I don't know how long these will be around. So if you're thinking about it and you haven't gotten it already, now's probably the time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts on Bitcoin, but then also let me know what you think will happen when ETH ETFs start trading. Do you think we're going to see a drop in the price kind of like we did with Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin did fall about 20% after it started trading. If Ethereum did that, it would put it right back at the bottom of this range. Actually, it's kind of crazy how far this would take Ethereum. 20% drop from where it is right now. Just pull this out. That would be exactly the bottom of this range. Like maybe $100 below this range. So a 20% drop from now would be a triple bottom here. Kind of interesting. But let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much. I will see you all in the next video. If you want to trade, there are those links to Margex, WEEX, CoinW underneath the video. Bye.